felt pretty good. Okay, that's good at least. Let's move on to Doom. good, fellas. Honestly, like, we're playing them better than we have before, I think. Sounds like pretty much perfect. I forgot the one part because we played the same riff twice, and then on the third time it's different. Yeah, I forgot about that, but that's the only thing I noticed wrong. What do we want to do for the fourth song? Let's go Torn Apart then. noticed it during the.
That may have been water. I don't know.
It sounded cool.
Yeah, I mean, wouldn't be bad to have it play like that.
And I mean, I felt good on the double bass, so I don't know.
Yeah.
What tempo do you think we were playing?
Could have been.
It felt like 180.
Maybe 170. I mean,
I don't think it was 170
probably
because
more
that's.
towards.
We got faster. The tempo that it all starts at is 170, but we got faster after that. So I'd say it's probably 180 instead of 190.
It could have been 180 and then maybe went slower again, but I don't know. I mean,
In either case, time for the one that I know I'm gonna forget and fuck up is Fathomable.
but it's gonna be fathomable.
ended on the same time on that song. That's crazy, bro. First time in history. Alright. You guys know what time it is? I can hear it, but I think that's because I'm right in front of it.
I I can vary slightly.
Let me see, what did you do?
I'm with you.
I
That's
like-
not
I
bad.
like
Bass
it.
max, dude, this is what
Yeah.
I'm telling you about. Turn that shit
I
down.
put
Keep
that
that
at
up.
hole, we forgot to change it.
That's like 100 times more clear now.
I can hardly notice it, I just know I'm playing the right
Yeah.
song.
Bro had his treble to the max.
I'm weird with my bass, okay? I like it to sound crisp.
You can tell.
Okay, bro. How the fuck do you play /bro? Okay, from the top. I didn't play that part. I played the part that comes after that also has the da 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 that part, but you know, whatever. We sounded pretty good towards the end, honestly. Like the start was really good. I think there was some off timing. But other than that, in the fucking me playing the wrong part there, I think we did that pretty well. I think we should run that one back later. I'll probably do vocals over it as well, or maybe we could just do that now. Do a Mortal and axe and riding with one guitar, right? You guys think that's a good idea?
Always. The lyrics tab, right? Just
Yeah.
I'm in the song lyrics channel.
Could you guys hear me doing vocals during Running Across?
I saw it, but I didn't hear it.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I'm gonna turn it up then. I figured. Immortal. I'm probably pretty loud now. Let's do a sound check real quick. Just play a crazy blast. You play something crazy in the bass. And you play something crazy. Hello. podcast with only one guitar.
Probably, yeah.
Which is really fucking unfortunate of a coincidence because that also happens to be the one that I can do both on. We're gonna do Act Slashed. Yeah, the gallops at the beginning are super quiet. The gallops at the beginning of the song, they're super quiet when you play them.
Yeah, I've been trying to get them up to speed. I've just been playing 2 notes for now because it
that's fair.
fucks me up.
230 BPM gallops, not easy.
Yeah, I can kind of do the gallops on their own, but it's going back and forth between the power chords and
Oh,
those.
really? It's like the opposite for me. If they're on their own, they're wicked fucking hard for me. But if I have to swap between them, and like I can swap up my picking pattern, it's just like my hand can easily just do that. I don't know.
Yeah, I messed up one of the repeats on the first part of the slow part, but that was definitely one better, I think.
Maybe desecrated actually. What?
I forgot you have a phobia of odd numbers. Let me play 4.
We gotta look at the.
I forgot what I did for that.
Yeah, I forgot which part I'm supposed to play there as well. We should take a ganger at that for sure.
Alright.
Hey, how much of Ready for the Grave do you know?
I think I can play everything. I don't really remember the order or the repeats. And I think like one of the last tremolo riff you put in there, I don't think I've really seen that one yet.
Don't worry, because that tremolo riff is it's the same thing except you're up 3 frets. So dun, 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 dun. So you already know it.
Okay.
You know the
Mostly, I haven't really like practiced it that much in song, but like I kind of know it. So
I mean it's just
yeah.
and then 5, 4, 3 over and over. So me internalize the structure of the song here. Bum, 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 bum. 4 times in a row, and chorus, bam, 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 bam. Then after that, we go into solo. Then after that, it's in the da thing again, right? And then it comes after that. Then it's the the 5, 4, 3, 1. Then into the chorus, bum, 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 bum. Held out note into the dun, dun. What is it? Bum, 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 bum. And then we have the intro riff again, except tremolo pick 3 steps up, and chorus twice to end the song. Okay, I've internalized the structure. Do you know the structure? It hasn't changed, but one of the riffs changed. That's it. Since the last time you posted it.
Roughly, I mean, if I need to just listen for a moment, I'll do that. Or
I think we'll be fine
I
then.
know it's mostly complete. I know the last chorus is twice as long with the 8 notes.
Yeah. Well, let's try to nail it today. I think that's what we should spend most of our time doing. Song's done, quote unquote. So let's get it. One thing, real quick. If you haven't seen it on the tab already, the riff right before the second chorus, like the 2 choruses, right before then, I'll just play it so you can see how it transitions, right? On the first note of the bar, it's just bam. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bam, 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 bam. Right? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get what you're saying. I just don't know if I remember where it's at.
Okay, so when you hear this. I know there's only bass parts for like half of the riffs in that song, so
I think so, yeah.
just do your best.
I've got most of it filled out with something at least. So I at least won't have to like drop out or anything.
Okay. Ready, team? It's
2. He plays it twice, and then
yeah. I play it twice, and so I'll do the bam thing 4 times.
Because they had 4 in mind.
Yeah. After the 4th one, you come in with a boom, boom,
No,
boom.
it's
Yeah. And he's doing like a held out note thing. So when you hear him going,
so
That's
after
when
you
you
4
come in.
times do it.
yeah, I play 4, you play, and he plays at the same time. You guys both come in at the same time.
I thought you played 2, and then I came in with the open.
Yeah, that is true. I just thought it was 4. I don't know why I thought it was 4.
Well, we play it 4 times, but you come in after, right? So you're like, you know what I mean?
I know what you mean now. I don't know why I had it. better than I just did probably, but probably not perfect.
Let's keep at it. Also, I added the part at the end there of this, right? Held note there for guitar. So you're just going, right? Do you know what the final note of the song is, right? It's just, okay, so. It's just a 2 power chord with a 1 on D string. That's it. And you just hold that note out while I do the. Right. Okay. Dude, my finger is fucked. Let's go from the top again. And this time, we'll do it better. Even if it's not perfect. But nothing that doing it again won't fix. Let's give my fingers a break first though. Short break. Give yourself a moment to internalize the song structure.
I can't really hear what you're doing, so I have to like go off of your finger movements.
Bet you'd be good at lip reading. Watching so closely at little micro movements from a distance.
I doubt it, but maybe.
That's kind of what you're doing when you watch guitarist fingers. Maybe I should be better at doing it because, well, I mean, no, I probably suck at it because I can't look at people and what they're playing and like figure out what they're playing.
Well, it's because I can't hear. That's why I had to stop because I couldn't tell what you were doing. I couldn't
You
tell
had
if
it right.
Huh?
You were on the right track. You just had to keep playing what you were playing there.
Well, that was the thing. I couldn't tell when that one part was to pause, so I had to stop and listen. But I don't even know if I want to put blast there. I kind of think this song has a lot of blast that could just have something better. But I'll have to work on that.
Yeah, I noticed that as well. It's like, well, here's the thing. It kind of doesn't. Like, percentage-wise, it's pretty even across the board. Like, the chorus plays 3 times. The main riff plays a bunch of times, but it only has a blast beat over it once. Then there's the da 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 da, and that's connected. That's 2 times the blast beat plays, and then 2 times again during the dun 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 da, right, that one, and then the riff after. So that would be 4 times total. We have a blast beat. I think it feels like a lot because every time you play a blast, there's one right after the other.
It's not really that there's a lot, it's that for some parts it feels like it doesn't fit as well. Like right after that kind of pause where we do that one fill, after the second chorus, like that part's fine with the blast, I think. It's some of the other parts, but I'll just have to.
We'll take a gander tonight, for sure. And we can look at Desecrate and try to remind ourselves how to play that song as well. That might be what I finish next. I don't know. I talked to Alex, who's like, probably once we get through all the other stuff on the list today, we're going to try to work on new material if possible. That's another priority to have.
Well, I already I marked off the night at work, so if they schedule me, I'm just
Yeah, 7:45 p.m. on the 9th. Let's go ahead and run through that right now.
Actually, if they do schedule me, I'll probably get off way before 7.
Yeah, actually, since it's 7:45.
Yeah, well,
But then you have to like, you'd have to drive like immediately after work. Then
Yeah, so I gotta change, I gotta load everything up. So,
I think that you could do it.
I mean, I could, I just don't really want
Yeah,
to.
it would be rough.
So, I mean, it's not that bad.
It's only like, what, like an hour and a half down to, have you checked?
It's like 2 hours to Cincinnati from where I live, so, because of that, that's the reason why I didn't want to drive back and forth, because it's a lot of gas. And
Yeah.
it's a lot of things to load and unload and stuff like that. I doubt we're gonna get it all done on the 9th, but it really just depends on how much time we have and how much I can play this stuff.
Uh-huh.
As
All
good as I
you
want.
have to do is get your drum parts. After that, I guess you're free to leave. I would like to have
I'll
everyone
stay.
there though.
I mean, yeah, I'll stay. Like,
Yeah.
I'm just like, when my drum parts are done, I can still go. I'm just not gonna bring my entire setup because that we don't.
Yeah, you shouldn't have to bring your drums after you record your parts.
Yeah,
I
I don't
just,
mind just coming to the studio. Though. That's
Yeah, I
all.
would just like to have everyone there so that we can like hear it and feedback as a band.
That, and we could do the Satan's Hollow and music video stuff.
Yeah, all that stuff too, pictures and
All
everything.
there, yeah.
I don't know if you won't be recording in the studio, but we are planning on doing some pictures while we're down there at some famous spooky locales.
I've been to Satan's Hollow.
Oh yeah? When
Yeah,
did you go down there?
I grew up in Deer Park, actually, where you're recording.
Mm-hmm.
So, do you have just the one day? Because you needed somewhere to stay overnight. Like I could ask my mom.
We have
if
2
you were worried
days.
about that.
Is 2?
Yeah, we have 2 days. We have the 9th and the day after as a backup.
Oh, okay. I didn't know. I thought it was just the 9th.
No, we got a backup day.
Then yeah, we should be fine to get everything. That shouldn't be a big deal.
Now, it seems like you haven't ever been to a studio.
No.
What's your mental image of like going to one? Let me like paint a picture for you. Where does that begin with you? What do you think?
Picture. Okay, let's cinematography. Okay, so there is a stage. Okay, and in this stage is the studio.
Okay,
Of course.
first things first. There's
You
no
go
stage.
there. No, there's a stage in this
There's
one.
no stage.
No, you go there. You go there, and you want to be fast because the meter's running. You don't want them to talk to you way too much.
Yeah.
Cause you
But you
told
don't
them.
want to talk to them not enough because
Right.
then you seem like a dick and then they won't give you like good deals and shit.
Right. So it's got to be a nice little
Yeah, you gotta
gray
strike a
area.
balance.
So we're all gonna have to do that, it seems, because a lot of the time I'm just quiet around most people anyway. So I don't know. Like at work, everybody thinks that I'm mean.
You don't
because-
necessarily have to say anything because like that'll be something I have to do probably.
Yeah,
Is like
'cause-
talk with them.
Yeah,
And,
so
like-
I probably won't have to. I think the thing I'll have to focus on the most is doing the setting up, and it takes me kind of a long time to set
They'll
up
be there to
sometimes,
help you
'cause
set up, right, as well.
The
So-
only, like, here's the problem, here's the kind of issue. Everything has to be like perfectly, basically how I want it. The hi-hat has been too close to the ride here and it's been getting on my nerves, but I just haven't fixed it because we've been doing stuff, but that's the way it has to be for my drums, that's just how I do it, so. And then I'll probably just play a song or two to warm up, but that's probably not the greatest idea in a studio, I'd imagine, so. And if we're beginning with Immortal, it should be fine, because Immortal's not super hard.
I mean, you'll have time to like warm up beforehand if you want. It's 7:45 p.m. So if you wanted to warm up, I would just recommend doing it before you leave. Warm up.
The only thing with
take
that is
set
that
up
I'll
down.
cool back down, so I have to warm up more, so. That, and I don't wanna have to, play and then dismantle everything to put it in the car. I mean, everything's just gonna be dismantled that day so that I can bring it all. But, trying to think, are we doing, pictures and everything on the 9th and 10th?
Yeah, I'm trying to think if it would be we would probably want to do it at the nighttime.
Probably, so we could do it like, say the night of the 10th or something. If
Yeah,
everything-
you mean like the next day, like 24 hours from when we start recording?
It could be something like that, yeah, I mean, I don't know how long we're all gonna like stay up or what the plan is for sleeping or whatever, but
Okay, so let me paint you the real picture of a studio day.
I picture Raphael
Yeah,
from
you
BG3
drive-
every
so-
time you say that.
Here's what happens. You drive 2.5 hours to some random location in the middle of the city. You pull up, you can't tell what the fuck it is. It doesn't look like a studio at all. It's probably like a church or some shit. And then you can't find the door in, so you have to call your studio guy and be like, hey, can I come in? And then he's like, oh yeah, sure. And then he comes out of like a bunker that's like on the side of the church or something. He's like, yeah, come on in. You go into this crusty old basement, and then you see there's like a door, and there's a cracked like studio setup that's worth like $40,000 just sitting down there for some reason. And then what you're gonna do is he's gonna be like, okay, so yeah, let's set up the drums and shit. And then he's gonna spend like an hour finding microphones and fiddling with your kit, helping you set it up, and putting the mics in their places. And then you're gonna have the choice of either going through the songs in like one take, cutting and pasting more or less, or just doing the sections like one by one. It's really whatever you prefer. Like even if you wanted to like VST it basically. You could do that as well. Like it's totally optional. Like they'll help you do whatever.
I kind of like that you pushed for a studio, even though I was getting a little lazy. Like, yeah, I don't want to track it, because then it's because I don't love programming it.
Mm-hmm.
Strife when I didn't have a choice, but here I have a choice. So
Yeah, and then
I feel like it could go either way with just doing section by section or the whole.
I bet you it'll probably be song by song. Like you'll maybe get like a moral first go, like no problems or some shit, and then
Or it
like
could
torn
be-
apart. You'll throw the stick 3 times.
Well, I didn't do it today. I haven't done it lately, I don't think. So it's mainly because I've been so aware of it.
Mm-hmm.
Every time you say torn apart, I'm like, oh yeah,
Stick throw a song.
you mean stick apart. Okay, so I'm always aware of it. So that's gonna be the hardest one. But even then, yeah, I kind of would rather just play the song multiple times because chances are a lot of it's gonna be good, and it might just be a good flow if I just do
Yeah.
it. I don't know, but because first frost tracking was a nightmare. It was I had to track every song like 3 different times because my interface was like, I'm not gonna work today.
Yeah, so doing the drum tracking like that, that'll probably take like at least 2 hours, like minimum probably it'll be like 2 hours. Honestly, it could be less, could be more, we're only doing 4 songs. I wouldn't expect it to take multiple days for you to get the drum tracks done though. I think you'll run through them faster than you're expecting.
Could
Once-
be. I think I'm just looking at the worst case because
Yeah, and once we're done with that, then moving on to guitar tracks after that, which is, ugh.
if it has to be, like, I can just tell my boss, yo, I'm gonna be in Cincinnati for the week,
Mhm.
and my grandma will just be like, oh, okay, probably. So if we need to do like a whole studio week, if they're free to do
Well, we
that,
shouldn't need a week for it, it should only really take like the 2 days.
but it might be fine then. But like, it's
I'm also
basically
not recording vocals in studio. I'm doing that at home to save money and because like I know my setup works for vocals. It just doesn't sound good with guitar.
well, my main point is I can be there as long as we need to be
Yeah.
down there because I just don't want to drive back and forth to mess around with it, but it should be fine. So.
Mm.
Yeah, I don't really have a problem with it.
And the bass parts, those honestly, I could see those coming before guitar. It would be like up to you whether or not you'd want to go first or second.
Yeah.
We should make metronomes for everything that I can listen to while I play along because like Rotting Cross, for example, is a little bit weird on the timing, so we gotta mess with that one a little bit.
Is there anything like that in any of those 4 songs though? Immortal,
Immortal's pretty straightforward.
no. Doom, don't think so.
I'll
It's
have
the
to
same
check what I
tempo.
did for Doom because I forget, but I'm gonna bring a recording of all my drum parts in case I forget.
Same thing with Dissipation.
Dissipation is straightforward.
Yeah,
it
it's the
should
same tempo and
be. Yeah, it should be
marker everywhere. And then Torn Apart, technically there's a time change, like a tempo change at the beginning, but I think it's just a metric modulation. Yeah, no, other than that, like there's nothing like crazy tempo wise, so it should just be like, hey, this is our tempo. That reminds me, let me make a note of that to write the tempos and the structure down, and we'll get on that.